security is going to be a massive issue. Both coaching staffs have preached about that to their teams in the locker rooms before taking the field. And these guys really need to do a better job of holding on to the football.
So Louisville's offense will come out to go on the attack for the first time. A big challenge in this matchup is for the linebackers to be able to hold their ground, something they haven't always been successful at doing. Let's take a look at the big picture for Louisville. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though...
It's a fumble. Defense covering it up and not letting the... Get it back. It's a turnover. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth the chance to have another look. And how about the keen eyes and sharp awareness from the coach to challenge that call, and the officials agree it'll go his way. They'll give it to Isaac Brown. He's got the first down, and he's brought down after a nice gain.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
And the Cardinals will have it 1st and 10. Run in the red zone, it's Brown. Stopped at the 13-yard line as the drive continues.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
A give to Brown. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever, 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running, so nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
And they decide to trot out the kicker. A relatively short field goal try from 26 yards out. It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And the first points of the day come on that field goal.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Goes out of bounds right at the 15-yard line, and boy, did they need a little breathing room. Wildcats come out to get things going on offense. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news. Now this offense has to get it going. Forget about the fumble, Jesse. Move on. Be positive.
And they're upset with themselves, too. They're an offense that pride themselves on ball security. Let's see what they do right here.
Fires to the big fella. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
The quick passing game does several things. One, it doesn't let the pass rush get you. Those great defensive linemen, the ball's coming out so fast they can't get there. And then what else? It gets me ahead of the sticks. I don't have to worry about getting in long yardage and predictable situations.
He's stuffed after picking up 1 to the 23.
And I think this is the key in this game, man. These rivalry games, it's about passion, it's about emotion. And coming to this game, we saw him last week, man. He had over 100. Last year in the blowout, he was a non-factor. He's got to be the catalyst in this game. You can't have a repeat of what happened a year ago.
Runs through a man. He might have space. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
That's a tough pill to swallow if you're on defense. Third down, you're blitzing. You're expecting to be able to affect the quarterback, but give this offensive line, these guys, credit because they were able to pick everything up and give their quarterback an opportunity to throw clean from the pocket to pick up that first down.
Got a little grass. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
In most offenses, man, it's about controlling the line of scrimmage, getting the run game going. And when you got a back that's averaging over 5 yards a touch, like, I'm not great at math, guys, but every 2 touches I'm getting a first down, I'd say the offense will be in a really good position all game long.
Gonna take a shot. Makes a deep grab. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Trying to run, it's Baxter. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. They'll go to the air, keeping his eyes downfield. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Louisville has it back in the offense, coming out ready to attack. A little bit of feeling each other out. They're down 7-3 as they open this drive. They'll start on the ground with Brown. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Quarterback signaling to his guys. They'll move the tight end. Hand off, Isaac Brown. He's got enough. Breaks into the open. The 20. He's at the to the house. Touchdown, Louisville. Nothing but a vapor trail left behind that guy, and the defense straight to the burn unit.
And, man, that does not feel good. As a defense, you're trying to limit the big plays, keep that guy in front of you. That guy says, wait a minute, I'm way too fast for that. We're going to just need to work on those angles. That's for dang sure.
Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of him. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. We've had some early scores. They get the ball back, trailing by a field goal 10-7. This drive will open from the 15. Fresh center downs going to the air. On the move. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's going to be able to pick up a few yards before the slide.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
And the Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Off play action. Finds his tight end. He navigates some traffic, steps out of bounds at the 27 as this offense tries to get something going.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with after the catch.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Fresh set of downs going up top. Finds the tight end. Gets it up to the 35-yard line before going out of bounds.
Man, these plays are really, really simple. Really easy to run. I like it. Just drop back as a quarterback, see the big fella, wait for him to get open, hit him, get a nice positive gain.
Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter. They'll mark him down right there, but it'll be enough for a Kentucky first down.
On 2nd down defensively, I'm always like, hey, let's get to 3rd down. Really good job by the offense. It's like, nah, we're going to stick this run right down your throat, get the 1st down on 2nd down. We don't need 3rd downs.
On 1st down, it's Baxter again. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period will be a 2nd down. Selling the fake. Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
Hand off for Brown. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down. These two first met in 1912, and both have a rich history of stars. John Unitas, Lamar Jackson from Louisville, Bear Bryant, and Tim Couch at Kentucky through the years. The rivalry is a great one, fellas.
That's a great list of people to think about in this rivalry. Obviously, it runs deep, and the uniforms are solid, right? Like bright red, blue on the other side, just a nice color clash.
Yeah, visually an
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Well, the offense looks as if they fell on the fumble, and they'll keep the ball. 3rd down is where the money is made, but they're lucky to be here after that ball was loose. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. He gets it to the 38-yard line, but this defense forces a 4th down.
And listen, 3rd down and long is such a hard spot to be in. That's where defenses want offenses, right? Like, they got them right where they want them, but there's a really nice job by the playmaker. QB got him the football, and he didn't run out of bounds. Like, he fought for every single extra yard he could, almost got to the 1st down marker, but now sets up a 4th down.
Kicks it high, and it's just hanging there as if it has helium in it and floating down toward the earth. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Last time they had it, they put it on the deck. The football was not riveted to their rib cage, Jesse.
Need 5 points of pressure moving forward, no doubt. And I'll tell you, they knew coming into this game that turnovers were going to be critical. They might give themselves a mulligan for that one, David, but that can't keep happening.
Yeah, but don't change who you are and what you are. Don't get gun-shy because of mistakes. I think that usually turns into more mistakes. So keep doing you, keep being aggressive.
Short completion on 1st down, and here comes 2nd and 8. They'll give it to Baxter. They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
Clock ticks down, under 4 minutes to go in the half. Sells the run, looking to pass. And they're not quite in rhythm there. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Hand off for Baxter. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
And a lot of times the fit up front, linebackers are fitting holes, and that ball bounces, and it's supposed to go somewhere, and sometimes it goes to a DB, and the offense will get a W. Like, they'll get a win because you'll break a tackle. How about the tackle by that young fella? I know he likes to cover, but I love the way he comes up and makes the tackle.
3rd and long coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. Right side, it's Rodriguez. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. The 20. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5.
3rd down is money down, and they were money. Great job getting the football to your playmaker, and then watch, after the catch, making the play, getting the big 1st down. Now you're set up in...
And he breaks the play. Touchdown, Kentucky! Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he's stopped right there. Louisville's offense has taken the field, and they look ready to go. A rather unproductive series last time, 3 and out, and they'll try to do better this time around. Here's Brown to begin the drive. He's up to 90 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing.
When you talk Louisville offense, it's Isaac Brown, right? Everything goes through him and his ability to run the football. This guy's a home run hitter, toting the rock, catching the football. He's the guy, David, each and every week defenses have to key in on, and no question this year he is going to be the focal point of this Cardinals offense.
Nobody at the running back spot puts more fear in defenses than Brown. Like, this guy has so much speed. He can make you miss. He erases angles. You saw him several years ago come in as a freshman just making people look silly. He is that guy. And Braum at the OC spot will call these calls to get him the ball and make sure he can make plays.
He's finally stopped, but a big play there with his feet as he moves those sticks. The Cardinals have it with a 1st and 10. With the draw, it's Brown. Got it into the red zone, dragged down at the 18-yard line.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early and often. There are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And the Cardinals pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Snap on 1st down, wants to throw. It's dropped after taking the hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Touchdown, Cardinals! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and the scoring play came on the 12-yard run. He'll start the return inside his 5. He's got great speed. He's finally brought down after a big return that was almost a whole lot bigger. Wildcats sending their offense onto the field. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Makes the stop at the 49, give him 5 yards on the play and a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line.
And, man, I love his courage to run the football. And I think it's necessary for the team. Sometimes
He wants to go deep. It's picked off. That's number 10. Bringing it back. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Drops back on first down. Out of the backfield, he's open.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Cardinals in a good spot here with second and short. Moving out to the right. Blasted as he lets it go. And he gets it away.
And you get more and more hits on the QB like this right there. More and more making him scramble out of the pocket to the right. That's winning. He's going to start to see ghosts. He'll start to panic. He'll start to speed up that processor. Nice job by the defense making that quarterback feel very, very uncomfortable.
Defense did a great job. Third and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel in the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
The kick is on its way. Fair catch is made at the 15-yard line, and that's where Wildcats come out and set and ready to go. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
And they head to the locker room. 2 quarters in the books, and time for us now to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football studio with scores from around the country.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. We begin with a look at Wisconsin taking on the number 22 team, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. And it's the Badgers, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings.
Kentucky teeing it up and ready to go here in the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Holly, what's the story as we start this second half?
Coming out of the locker room, the Cardinals head coach told me they are going to continue to feed their running back. As you know, there are a lot of high expectations on him to start this game, and he has performed a terrific first half. They are going to get the ball here, and let's see if they continue to go to this running back. He has been a difference maker so far. Back to you.
Thanks, Holly.
And, man, this is more of the same for this dude toting the pill. Like, they keep giving it to him, and he keeps producing. Another chunk play, like, I don't expect that they'll change much to do with this offense because every time they give it to him, he's chewing up some yards and good things are happening.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
A give to Brown. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And the Cardinals are moving quickly down the field. Straight ahead, it's Brown. There he goes! He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Cardinals will snap it on 1st and 10. One more time, it's Brown. Enough to move the chains. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
And I think offense is showing they are willing to run the football, even if they don't get big gains. Just those body blows that can sometimes wear out a defense and keep the balance on offense so I can be explosive.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Hand off for Brown. He breaks a tackle. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football. You've got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the clock. That's going to be the key for this offense and their team winning the game.
Tight end now in motion. The Cardinals decide to use the first of their 3 timeouts. And that will leave them with just 2 timeouts to use the rest of the way. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move them back. A tough third down spot here. A lot of yards to cover. Field is condensed. Ball is at the 10. They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. Drag down right at the line of scrimmage, and it'll be 4th down. So they'll send out the field goal unit. And this one is perfect. That pushes the lead to 6 at 20-14.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. Here comes the Kentucky offense out onto the field. Their first possession of this third quarter, still trailing. Defense did just force a field goal, and we'll see if they can grab some momentum with this drive. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll start on the ground with C.J. Baxter. Got the first down. Turns it on in midfield. Just what they needed. Huge explosive play as he takes it to the 33. Kentucky right back to the line.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Plows through the defense. Finds a crease at the 20. Touchdown, Kentucky! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option?
How about that drive they just put together to tie this football game up? That is exactly what we talked about in the half. Like, coaches circled them up. First drive, set the tone, tie this ball game up. That is great execution out of halftime.
Yeah, David, it looked like they really had a good plan, too. Obviously made some adjustments there at halftime, things that they would come out and try to attack this defense with, and it looks like they found something here, and that is a perfect way to start the second half. Now an opportunity here to take the lead.
They'll start on the ground with Brown. This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating them up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision, uses all of that to get to the 29.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Good job just to get rid of that one. Offense staying on the field. They'll hurry up on 4th down. Needs it here on 4th down. He will be stopped short of the line to gain, and they'll turn it over on downs. Let's go down to the sideline and Holly.
Here on the Wildcat sideline, there is so much energy down here on the sideline. This running back has been on fire. They expected a big performance from him today, and he has delivered, just going over 100 yards already in this game. I expect them to continue to feed him the ball. I'll keep you posted from down here on the sidelines. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Down to the 12-yard line, it's 1st down. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Dumps it to the back. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Kentucky. That's his 3rd score of the game, and he's up to double figures with 10 on the season. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24, and good work by the coverage unit. The Louisville offense is headed back out on the field. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. Press center downs going to the air. Out wide right, it's Richardson. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down. That big pickup on what they call the drag route, but if you hit it on time, you can hit the turbo boosters.
And you've got to be accurate on the throw, too, Reese. Nice job by the QB there, putting it out.
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
That's reeled in, it's Foley. Gets it out to about the 35-yard line. That's where they'll mark him out of bounds in this offense trying to put something together. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it's an incomplete pass over the middle. And the Cardinals will punt this one away.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Well, this game is all but wrapped up. The Week 13 scoreboard for the top 12 teams in the country looks like this. Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So 1st down will open up the final period. DB's right up on the receivers. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. And the rush will get to him at the 25.
The defense was dialed in. They knew exactly what they were doing. They weren't fooled by it. They weren't fooled by the read game at all. Played discipline, kept eyes on the quarterback, strung that along towards the sideline, and made the big tackle.
Right side, it's Gilmore. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground covered to pick up the 1st. It'll take some work to get to the sticks. It's 3rd and long from the 30. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it. At the 40, there he goes. Gets the ball up to the 50-yard line, and it'll be 1st down. The Wildcats come to the line with a new set of downs. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Gilmore. Could not make his way to the corner.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
They send the tight end in motion. Finds his man. It's Rodriguez. Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Wants to throw it. Big hit, knocks the ball away, and it'll force him into a 4th down. The Wildcats will have to send out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the return man will have no chance as the ball sails out of bounds. Let's check in quickly with Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, down here on the Louisville sideline, I can see a lot happening with their running back. He has turned it over here in this game, and they are down. They need him to be a little bit better with their ball security. I have seen some coaches go over there, have him put the football in, kind of try to knock it out, get him back to a confident state of mind. He's out there right now. We'll see if they can rely on him down the stretch. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Turning it on. Running through contact. All the way back. Touchdown, Wildcats. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
Man, what a play by this defense. You're trying to get the ball back to your offense, trying to salt this game away and get the win. Not only do you create the turnover, you get the touchdown. Now you take a 2-score lead late in this ball game. This defense just stepped up in a big moment.
Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. The Cardinals offense headed out to go to work. They get the ball back after the punt, and they've got to be efficient. Caught, and he's got room. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a 1st down. Fresh set of downs going up top. Finds his man. It's Richardson. He's across the 50 and out of bounds at the 49, and a great pickup on that one. They'll have it at the 49, just across midfield, 1st and 10. Fresh setter downs going to the air. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws. Oh, that slithered right through his fingers and would have been his 2nd interception of the game. Instead, it's 4th down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. It's dropped, and oh, what a tough way to end this drive. The decision to go for it does not pan out. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. The give on the counter. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10. The secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Caught in the backfield, it's Rodriguez. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. They need a huge play on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Reels it in. He gets it to the 38-yard line, and they'll pick up a fresh set of downs. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Here's a give to C.J. Baxter.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing, you need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Tries to do it himself. He's got enough to move the chains for Kentucky. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. Motion from the wide receiver. They'll run it out of the gun with Baxter. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Long way to go on second down. Keep it on the ground. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Can't hang on after the hit, and it'll be fourth down. And here comes the field goal unit. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. And this one splits the uprights. And that will extend their lead even further.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Wants to throw on first. Left side is Richardson. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. Offense will use a timeout. 19 seconds left in the game. Snap on first down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. Caught over the middle. It's Richardson. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line. Timeout is called. Clock stops. 13 seconds to go in the game. The Cardinals peeled off a huge chunk of yardage through the air and now back to the line. Drops back on first down. Stepping to the right. He'll get rid of it. Just a Baryshnikov-like move on the sideline to tap that toe and get the first down. One more play to pad the stats. Fresh set of downs going up top. A shot toward the end zone. The pass is incomplete, and 1 second is left.
This defense has just been all over this guy all game long. Under pressure, they're finding a way to get to him and affect his rhythm. Of course, they have an interception in this game. That's why they've got a big lead here in the fourth quarter. This guy has never gotten into a
deep shot for the end zone. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. And he goes to the ground, and that's how this game is going to